Hey there, Parker Reed here, and welcome to PR Media, your home for everything movies and music through my eyes. And today we have a review of the brand new 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray edition of The Transformers, the movie. The heroic Autobots defend their homeworld Cybertron from the evil Decepticons. Both factions are seething with anger, and that hatred has blinded them to a hideous menace heading their way. Going into this review, this was going to be a nostalgic release for a lot of people. This is the 35th anniversary version. This is the first time we're getting this movie on 4K. And as a kid, I was never super into the Transformers. I was more into Beyblade, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh!, Power Rangers, that sort of thing. So I don't have a heavy sense of nostalgia for this movie. I might have seen it way back in the day, but upon rewatching it, I did not recall a single detail of it. So not having that connection to this movie is very cheesy. It feels like an extended version of the TV show, and overall I didn't really like it that much. But that being said, Transformers, it really isn't my thing, but a lot of hardcore fans are really going to enjoy this release. So if you like this movie, you're definitely going to pick it up. But would I recommend you pick up this 4K transfer? Let's find out. If you decide to pick up The Transformers, the movie on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray in the United States, as of filming this, there is only the steelbook version you see here to choose from, but there is going to be a standard edition slipcover in a few weeks. And on the cover here, we feature Hot Rod, and on the back we have some information about the movie, and then Galvatron. Here is what the spine looks like. Here is all that artwork together. Here is the Blu-ray disc, and then here is that beautiful new Shout Factory 4K disc. Hidden here is that beautiful inside artwork, and also featured on this 35th anniversary release are a bunch of cool art cards, and these feature shots from the film, and it's just a cool release to have, a nice keepsake if you're super into this film. For visuals on The Transformers the movie, we have native 4K, and this is in full screen, so you will not have black bars at the top or in the bottom, and I don't think this picture looks very good. Sure, this is probably the best this movie's ever going to look, and it looks good considering all the factors, but when you think about this animation style and the fact that it's 35 years old, there's a lot of grain, not a lot of detail, and sure, it looks better than the Blu-ray, but it's 4K, obviously that's going to happen. When you consider the fact that this is so old, I think it looks good considering that. But beyond that, I don't think you're going to put this disc in and show your friend just how good 4K looks. I think it's a bit lackluster in that regard. I think the visuals were inventive and groundbreaking for the time, but nowadays, they just don't hold up. Sorry. For audio in The Transformers the movie, we have a DTS HD Master Audio 5.1 mix, and overall, this was pretty bumpin'. The soundtrack on this movie is incredibly epic. It's all 80s songs, and it's basically like Sammy Hagar, Lion, and it's placed in this movie at very odd points in fights that should be really epic and scary and full of gravitas. It's just like, hey, this is a happy 80s song. It's very odd, but you can always hear the dialogue. It's a good mix. I'm not saying it's a bad mix. I'm just saying the soundtrack is used very oddly in this movie. But overall, this track is good. I don't think they needed to waste Dolby Atmos on this track. I think this DTS track does it just fine. So would I recommend The Transformers the movie on 4K Ultra HD Blu-ray? I'm going to have to say, wait for a sale on this. And this steelbook is pretty expensive right now, but there's a standard edition slipcover coming in a couple weeks, and that's cheaper than this, so I would say probably pick that up or wait for this to go on sale, because a lot of hardcore fans are going to want this movie. I just don't think you need to go out and spend this much money on it. I think it's a good movie for hardcore fans, but for everybody else, you can stay away. And if you're sitting on the fence, maybe you can just wait for a sale on it. That's what I'd recommend. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked what you saw here, you can check us out on Facebook or Instagram, and like, comment, and subscribe if you so choose. My name is Parker Reed. You've been watching PR Media. Keep supporting physical media, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Transformers, the movie. Coming to a theater near you this August.